Hello, my name is Michael Breitfeld from Schweizer Salinen, the Swiss saltworks company. We produce vacuum salt consuming about 100 gigawatt-hours in electrical energy, mainly for the evaporation process. Personally, I'm in charge for process development and sustainability of our plants. With a team including plant operations staff and our control system partner, we've specified, developed and rolled out a tailor-made process condition monitoring system. Now I would like to provide some insights into our tailor-made process condition monitoring system. Let's start with the challenge. Our evaporation plant in Rigaud faces repeatedly scaling issues of main heat exchangers, as brine preheaters, mother liquor coolers or steam heating chambers. As you may know, that's a typical issue with vacuum salt plants due to residual carbonates at increased temperatures in the brine. So let me now come back to the previously mentioned 100 gigawatt hours of electrical energy consumption. As you may imagine, already efficiency drops of a few percent may cause an excessive increase in costs of electricity. Not even talking about the effects on sustainability. Typically, this degradation takes place within several months without becoming obvious and clearly detectable by plant operation staff, thus wasting a long time before required cleaning actions are scheduled and the plant is finally brought back into optimum operation condition. You are fully right. This is not nice, and in particular this is not acceptable for a process plant operating in the year 2025. Where everyone talks about the potential of intelligent systems and digitalization. Agree with me? Fine. So what we did is we crafted a vision how to use technology combined with well-known physical principles to address this issue. After doing some pilot studies with commercially available predictive analytics software based on big data, neural networks and machine learning, we decided to go for another approach. Developing our own tailor-made process condition monitoring system integrated in our existing modern DCS distributed control system. The advantages are obvious. We could clearly focus on the critical systems. We could develop our own algorithms, and we achieved a complete integration into the given DCS, including email notification whenever a predefined early threshold has been passed. No black boxes, no additional license fees, no additional software training and maintenance required. How did we implement that? Sorry for that, now it's getting a bit technical, but let me keep it short. When we talk about heat exchangers, we talk about the heat transfer coefficient K. As K is not detectable by a sensor, it has to be calculated by means of several measured and calculated signals, as mass flows, temperatures and pressures. Knowing the actual heat transfer coefficient of a given heat exchanger, it can be compared to an expected heat transfer coefficient at the optimum complements condition. Let's call it reference K. The ratio of actual and reference K is our heat transfer KPI. The closer the KPI to 100%, the cleaner the heat exchanger is. But guess what? That's not enough. The reference K itself is not a constant. Think about a car and trying to evaluate your engine's health condition by means of your average fuel consumption. That's probably better than nothing, but it shows only a part of the truth. Your fuel consumption depends additionally on the traffic conditions, the ambient temperature, or how nervously your right foot is moving your gas pedal. Stupid! That's the physics. And the reference heat transfer coefficient? Well, it depends for each given heat exchanger mainly on the mass flows on both sides of the heat exchanger. Fortunately, we found a practical way to model this function by feeding some polynomial expressions and equations with measured data from the plant at different flow rates. The presented solution already proved its worth by triggering the acid cleaning of several heat exchangers, bringing back the KPIs close to 100% and thus saving electrical energy and auxiliary steam. Comparable KPIs have been developed for other components as steam compressors, not observing heat transfer coefficients but with polytropic efficiency. I hope you got some basic impressions of our project and would like to thank you for your attention. Feel free to share your thoughts and questions.